So what are the most important accessories when filming outdoor content? Let's jump into it. So you decided to take the plunge and you're going to start filming your outdoor content, whether that be hunting or fishing, and you're going to need some accessories if you want to catch those great action shots. So today we're going to look at the accessories that I use and what I think is the best value accessories to have on hand. So when you're talking about using just your cell phone to start filming, the first accessory you should buy is a power bank of some type. If you've got a MagSafe case on the back of your phone, these will magnetically sit on there and they will charge for you while your phone is just resting. That way your camera doesn't die, your phone doesn't die when you're filming. And you can get these pretty cheap. That is a must-have. Or you can get a power bank, something like this. I like to use the Nocqua power bank because it has all kinds of attachments. iPhone, USB-C, it's got a mini USB-C, it's got USB, and this lasts a long time. So those are two power options. If you're going to use just your phone, that's the first accessory that I'd buy. Second accessory, if you're using your phone, you want just a little decent tripod, and you can get one like this, and these will extend out to like 6 feet. They open up on the bottom, so you get good level support, and these are made to where you just clip it in. You can shoot vertical, spin it up, you can shoot horizontal, and that is really going to come in handy if you are trying to get thumbnail pictures, so you can strategically use a tripod and your phone to take thumbnail pictures. One hidden accessory that I would talk about for your phone is making sure you have a good screen protector. Accidents happen. You don't want to drop your phone and not have a screen protector on there or a good rugged case and crack your screen and end your filming session for the day. So make sure you get a good protective case and get a good screen protector on your screen in the event that you drop your phone. So now we're going to jump into action cams. So you've made the decision, you're getting an action cam. What are some of the most essential accessories for action cams? The first one I'm going to talk about, and this is specifically for the DJI action cameras. I know the 4 and the 5 has it, but there's these magnetic clips, and on the DJI cameras, there's a spot here for magnetic. And what you do, you take these clips and it clips right on magnetically. So until you hit the buttons on the side, the camera releases. So this makes it really quick and easy to set your camera up and switch from different accessories by the magnetic clips. And since this magnetic clip here is on to this clamp arm, to me, this has been the most #1 useful accessory for my DJI Action 5. So I can clip this on to just about anything, position my camera. I'm gonna get a lower here so you can see. So I can position my camera. These will turn, move. They clamp on to wood, post, handles. They're very durable. I will say over time, these start to wear and they'll start to creak. So if you're filming hunting content, last thing you want to do is go to move this and it make a loud creaking noise. But these are pretty cheap. I think they're less than 20 bucks on Amazon. So I keep 2. So I can switch camera angles really quick. So if I've got this clipped on here and I want to move it, I'll just unclip it, take it over to the next one, clip it on, boom, we're good to go. from that accessory, to me, it's how you protect your cameras. So I'm going to angle this down here so we can see. Get you a case, a protective case that you can put all of your camera equipment in. So I've got one of these rugged cases, and it's really thick foam, and you can lay your cameras and equipment on here, and you can trace it out, and then just take you a knife and cut this out. This allows you to set your cameras in like that, and when you're transporting them, you just close that up. You got a handle, and your cameras are protected. Want to film content? The last thing you want is to not have your cameras protected and them get broke or busted on the way to your filming session. And they also make them, so right now I'm shooting this on a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and they also make one for those, and you can get this on Amazon, and these are fairly cheap. These are waterproof also, so if it rains, you don't have to worry about your cameras getting wet. So for me, that is crucial in protecting my cameras, because this is essentially an investment for your filming content. Now, besides the clamp strap that we've got here, the old clamp on, what other type of accessories do I think are useful? Well, you've got a chest mount. And as you can see on this one, I also have a magnetic clip on this one. So I can go from, if I'm on my kayak and I've got this clamped on the handle, I can easily unclamp it, have it on my chest, clamp it right here, and I've got a different point of view angle while I'm fishing in the kayak. So and a lot of times I'll take my other camera and I'll clamp this on to the handle, and I'll get a good close water shot. Or if you really want to step up your game, get you a clear camera housing, and you can get those cool underwater shots of when you got a fish up next to your kayak, or you're doing a release video. You can drop that camera right underwater and get that footage. So I occasionally use this a lot, or if we're going snorkeling, stuff like that. Even though these cameras are waterproof, I don't take a chance on that. So I use a clear waterhouse proofing for my underwater footage. But building off of your mounts, this is a chest mount, and it kind of goes on like a backpack, and then it goes around your waist. Then you have a head strap that just kind of goes on, and then you just clip it on here. And same thing, if you're using a magnetic clamps, you can just clip that on, move it back and forth pretty easy. And then I've got a different type of mount here, and I prefer this mount more than the other head strap, because this one sets on the bill more. So I really like this hat clamp that goes on here, and it's got some little rubber pieces that keep it to where it grips really good. So that's my favorite head strap that I use when I want to get like first person point of view type footage. Now, if you're using a DSLR type camera, and you could even kind of get these for your cell phone, my suggestion is, if you're using a camera like that to get more long range footage or still footage, and you know, your DJI, your action cams are only going to zoom so far, then after that your footage is going to start to pixelate and it's going to look kind of blurry. So when you step up and you get a nice 4K longer range camera, get a tripod to set it on. Now, I'm going to give you a word of advice and caution when it comes to tripods. I was the person that was like, I'm just going to get me a budget tripod. I think I spent $13 on the first tripod that I got. It didn't even last a hunting season. It broke from constantly just being thrown in and out of the truck, using it, all the movement. It just broke. So this year I stepped up, got a little bit more expensive. And for me, when I say expensive, this was $29, and it's, you know, decent. It's got the movable arm on it. But I will tell you, that is still considered a cheap tripod. This year, I'm investing in a really good tripod. Too many times this year when I was zoomed in deer hunting and I was trying to get really good, clear footage, there was too much shakiness from this tripod trying to get the up and down and just get the deer in focus. It was just too finicky trying to get that dialed in. And that's what you get when you go a little bit more budget friendly. You're going to lose out on some of the higher end aspects of those tripods. So this year I'm going to upgrade and I'm going to get a better tripod, something kind of on the lines of like the Bog Death Grip style. That's a little more heavier duty and is going to have less of that shaky movement when you're trying to get that really good footage. But I suggest if you're going to do that type of filming, at least have a tripod instead of trying to do the handheld filming, because you're not going to be able to hand hold a camera and also be able to take the shot. Now, one of the other piece of equipment that I think is very crucial when you're filming content is having some type of microphone, whether that be for your cell phone, your action cam, or your long range camera. Being able to capture specific audio, having a mic mounted close to you is going to pick up the audio much better. The last thing you want is to have really good footage, you out fishing or deer hunting, and have this really cool sequence that you're talking about, and no one is able to hear you because the phone microphone was not picking up your audio really good, or it was too windy. The one reason that I like the DJI 2 mic is right up on top, there's a little hole here, and on the wind mic, it has this little plug, and that just kind of snaps, if I can see here, it snaps in, and now you've got a wind resistant microphone. So if you're having really high wind situation, then it's going to cut down all of that noise to make your audio much more crisp. And you don't have to get the DJI 2. There's other options on Amazon and other companies sell. You just want some type of microphone that you can just kind of clip on you, whether that's a lavender mic, a Bluetooth mic, get you some type of mic. You do not have to break the bank when you're getting microphones. But it's like everything else. If you get a cheaper microphone, you're going to get a little cheaper audio. The more expensive microphones come with way better technology and way better audio when you're shooting your footage. All right, you're already watching, so go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Give me a follow. I appreciate your support. So listen, you do not have to spend a ton of money to start out buying accessories for your filming equipment when you're starting an outdoor channel. I always preach, work within your budget. Don't look at what other people have and say, I have to have that. That's what you make a goal, is that eventually you can set a goal and be able to buy equipment like that. Now, if you have the funds and you're able to do it, by all means, do that, because that's going to give you the best audio and video footage that you're going to be able to get. But I'm strictly coming at this from budget entry level. What can I get accessory wise to get started, to get some really good footage? And it's when you can start getting some additional accessories That just opens up your game on what type of different angles and different footage that you can get to start making better content. Do me a favor and drop me a comment down below and let me know what is your #1 accessory that you have to have when you go out to film your fishing trips, your outdoor trips, or your hunting trips. Drop me a comment below. Make sure you're subscribed because you don't want to miss my next video that covers why most outdoor YouTube channels fail.